Welcome in, you guys. Look at that. Sunday fun day. Move these up a little bit. Hi. Welcome to WCIA Network. Muffin Top, welcome in, my amazing mod. Hi, Shazam. Oh, you changed your DC Thrives in Confusion. That's right. Yes, today's a long one. So sit back, kick back, and get comfortable. Hi, Jean. Rumpel, hello. Colleen, hi. So, writing solo. Today is going to be a nice long live. I'd love for you guys to give thumbs up on your way in. So maybe I'm told I should try to get over 100 thumbs up. I know I get over 100 views, so maybe that will work. Today is going to hopefully, again, this is another one of the lives that I believe could bring justice really soon to Summer Moonwell's missing children, and including this Kylie Rodney, because she's one of them. I'm starting out with just random photos to show you how the photos that I have and kept throughout these cases that I cover all wind up. Thank you for those thumbs up. Keep it coming. All wind up telling the same story, you guys. And that is the story of sacrifice. They wind up with these white faces. They wind up with this mesh-like material. They wind up with a maroon box. They wind up within the earth surrounded by greenery. They wind up going in a hole, brutalized, sexually assaulted, placed in some water. Fire is part of it. Distortion, horrific events are part of each and every one of the cases. And Kylie Rodney's was so obvious, and I'm going to be bringing in unbelievable information that tells a story going back to Ryan Upchurch, because I kept saying his name. I kept saying Ryan. I was just I'm like, shit, man, what am I going to do with this? And I let it fly. And what I do here is I let spirit just bring me where I'm supposed to go. I mean, there's thousands and thousands of videos, hundreds and thousands of pictures between all of these cases. And I trust my spirit guides to allow me to tell the story through images that they direct me to. The story has been told to me over 2 years ago. The images that I have been shown and the story that I've been shown is what I try to match up to the photos and the videos to the best of my ability. Now, obviously, everything I do and say falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Nothing's been proven true, and nothing's been proven false. So this is just one of thousands of YouTuber creators like myself telling you what I believe to be true, to the best of what I am told to be true, to the best of my ability. I do use creators' videos and images because it helps. And I've asked those creators many a times to come forward and please look at your information, because stuff like this comes from your videos. Kylie Rodney's photos, these are wonderful photos that tell the story. The photo to the left is one that is a picture frame on her parents' in her parents' house. This is a child telling the story. And I'm going to show you this today. This here, I'm going to show you many times today, these faces that look like this. And the one that is the one that's getting victimized and sacrificed winds up looking like this. Kylie Rodney has always told us the story and has always shown us these elements. These elements go with them, you guys. So when I point out the L's, the fives, the faces, especially this stick that is identical to this stick, and I point out that they have this in their mouth and they're holding their box that looks just like this, and they're pushing all of their own, I call them trophies, in the sled, it doesn't change. Doesn't change. This never changes. Kylie Rodney told the story just like Summer Moon. There are all of her rocks. They have tons of rocks. I'm going to show you how those rocks are part of their ritual. And that here looks like the bread basket on a childish drawing of a tree. These are children's drawings. They're used. I have many of them. I will show you these rocks wrapped in the same rope-like stuff. All of this, you guys, stays consistent through everything I show. This here are the white pieces that show on the car. This is the sacrifice of Kylie Rodney. So I'm going to be showing you information that you're going to be like, oh yeah. Like this. Kylie Rodney. That's Kylie Rodney with her maroon, the green, the white. The bottom are the drawings, the childish drawings. The upside down tree. That gives you, that right there gives you the map in which they put these people. These here that you're looking at, you guys, is the same information that I showed you of Kylie's boxes stacked. Doesn't change. Doesn't change. This tree probably symbolizes the tree that was planted for her. I'm going to show you all of this. Remember what I'm showing you here, the V under her arm, the white stuff coming out of her backpack, the things that are in her buggy. They show this, guys, you guys, they show us this stuff knowing no one is going to do anything about it. Her face is covered just like I'm going to show you in today's presentation. So understand, I might be showing this through the channel that's telling the story through their deep fake, but I'm showing it because I have these photos from every case. Every case. There's the blue box that Summer tells us to look for. It's right there. There's her backpack, and she's with someone with a bloody face, but they have a tree with them, and this is where they're going, as you see it all right here. I'm like, who is that? You see it all in this little buggy thing right here. So I may be showing it to you through the different channels, but this is where it comes from. Thanks, Muffin Top, Rumple, Sassafras. This is where it comes from. So just notice this. Notice what you see up the upper right-hand corner. Look at the face, and it has a cowboy hat on. The backpack, the tree, the buggy, the blue box. So this is the stuff that is 165 pages, but I wanted to show you these photos first because this is what it's based off of. It's stuff like this, information that comes through the different cases that I'm working on. One being Kylie Rodney. Now, understand I'm going to be showing you information taken mostly from two YouTube creators today. And it has nothing to do with them other than they show the story very, very well. Ooh, it actually makes me gives me like an uncomfortable feeling just to bring it up. It's almost like I feel bad. I can't explain it because it's really so good that I feel bad. The beginning information comes from this photo. His YouTube. Now, I'm trying very hard not to talk about him, but the information I'm going to show, you're going to see how very difficult it's going to be for me. So if I get angry, and if spirit takes over and I'm like, fuck off to this guy, I'm not talking to him directly. I'm doing it because they're really pissed. And you're going to see why they're so pissed. What I'm showing you today, in my eyes of the spirit, is a direct match to Ryan Upchurch. Now, when I say Ryan Upchurch, we have hundreds of different faces that represent Ryan Upchurch. I'm talking about, when I'm talking about Ryan, I'm talking about this Ryan. Oh man, am I ever. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know where you came from or how your face got mixed into all of these videos. This one is from that guy that under the bridge. Oh, and this one makes me so angry. You guys do not know the feeling that this motherfucker's face gives me. So when I say Ryan Upchurch, I am talking about this guy that's hiding beneath Ryan's face. Talking about this guy who is beneath the deep fake. So, whoever the fuck this person is who I am talking about. I am actually zooming into a face for the very first time. This person comes from, now I'm going to call this guy the bridge guy, because we don't know who these people are, right? When I say the bridge guy in this presentation, I mean this one. For those who weren't with me from the beginning, this frame has been with me since the very first video, 2021, June. Rumpel, you're going to see that all these people look different. Wait till you see what I've got for you. So this photo came from actually Don Wells's video from the carnival that he brought his kids to in Kingsport, Tennessee. And this was the very last, this was slivered in there. And I kept it because it made no sense to me. I'm like, these are divers. And at that point I already had channeled the story, Summer Moon's Wells, a story before I was introduced to Summer Moon, right? So I already knew that divers and black suits and masks and under bridges and water had a lot to do with it, and carnivals and Appalachian Fairground like places. So knowing that, I took it. And this is who you see in here in the darkness. This person is underneath. This is how I channel. That person is within a tunnel that you can access from under a. I'm telling you my channeling. It's been very strong for this presentation. Whatever I'm saying in this presentation, I am telling you is my truth. And I'm not changing it. I'm not coming out as a clairvoyant medium and just saying, oh, I see, under a tunnel. I'm telling you, if they find shit that's not under a tunnel, then they're missing it. If they don't start the tunnel from under a bridge that is a hole underneath the ground that you access when no one could see that you're accessing it, then you haven't found it. Because he's standing in it. He is standing in it. Standing in it. There are ways to get under this thing. I showed it the other day. There are ways that you get under it, and this is one of the ways. You're not going to get to you're not going to filter yourselves, law enforcement, TBI, FBI, whoever's listening. You're not going to filter yourselves correctly unless you get to the ground level. The ground level is deep underneath the earth. It's deep. It goes into these tunnels, beneath what you think is the tunnel. It's beneath it. He's standing in it. You see, he is standing in it. So this is why today's presentation is extremely strong for me. In order for me to show more information, it's really hard because it's colored in a way in these videos where if you brighten it too much, I'm going to brighten it just enough to show you elements. If you brighten it too much, the darkness looks funny. See? But what I am showing you is what is being shown in the upper left-hand corner are elements I'm going to show you in, I keep wanting to say Ryan Upchurch's video. So these pieces of information are here. They're here. This photo, I wish I could make into a painting. And I would put, to all the Summer Moon Wells missing children, we will find you. We're going to find you. This is a very, very, very sad, I could be crying photo. This is from the Bridge Guys' photo. And it's very sad to me. This is a very somber photo that connected me to all the information you're about to see. This somber photo is what connected me back to this face. I found the photos that I wanted to find to tell the story. To tell the story of the SUMMERWELLS missing children. To tell the story how someone like this is taking and torturing and putting kids away and walking on a river water just like this. This is where they walk. And they look like this. We know that that's not Ryan Upchurch, but this is when I got these photos. These photos I grabbed the night that Ryan said someone was walking in his backyard, trespassing, he said, in the river with a gun. And I kept these photos because when I saw these photos, I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. These photos match Kylie Rodney's photos, and they match the photos I have with someone bending over her flannel shirt with those boots on. Whoever that is to the right has that same stuff in his mouth as I have shown you in the past, one of which was Gabby Petito. Gabby Petito had one of these wafer things in her mouth as well. Do I know what they are? No. The children only know that it's recognizable. Don't miss the little red bucket in the background. And they walk on a water like that. Look, notice the boots. This is important to notice every little element because it matters. These are the boots that are going to match when I'm showing you. Let me crop it. Let me not crop it. Let me show you two things. Let me show you the truck with the little wheels. It's on the top. Because this is part of what they use. Those are the fake cars. Those are little buggy-like cars with those little wheels that I say they use. They use them, you guys. They use those little wheels. There's the boot. I really like Ryan. It's not about him. This is from Ryan Upchurch's video. When he said someone was walking in the back of his house. Now let me tell you something. That photo of that surveillance photo, to me, in the photo to the left, as well as this photo, is all the same story. It's the same story. This happen. Those boots on that person match. The 5 on his, that thing that he has in the front. Now remember, we look at the elements. We do not look at the color or anything else. The elements on this person is telling me I'm right. That's how it speaks. Those are elements. You guys, it's within my whole entire body. There's the V under the knee. I believe that this one is Kylie Rodney's. Period. Kylie Rodney and Summer Moon Wells and all those children walked the exact freaking trail. This guy is absolutely no different than when Ryan put this shit up the same night. This guy this is all the same story. This is from Ryan's. Yes, hazmat suits. They're in a white suit. This is the story, you guys. Yes, there's a maroon V right here, and it's always there. It's like metal. Here's an element. Here's an element. It's just they're all over. This shape right here. So when I saw the videos from the guy under the bridge, I told you my whole entire chest fell. I'm like, this is the story. But when I saw this photo to the right from the guy under the bridge's video, it took my breath away, you guys. I'm going to brighten it up a little. I'll show you what he's holding. It's very sad. And the saddest part of it is these show children, these show sacrifices, this shows murder. He is holding the remnants. We know that's the remnants because we've been looking at this shit for how long? What is tucked in his back pocket is what I showed the other day, and I said, I know that is. I know what that is. That is a part of the sacrifice. It was the guy from the Toyota truck sitting with that in his arms, and that's what I said to you guys. Those are trophies. It's what they are. This is a very, very sad video to me. It completely captures the moment of death. Like, that's what I feel like. Like, it just takes it makes me sick. And what really makes me super sick is it's just being allowed. It is being allowed, you guys. Because if it wasn't, we wouldn't be sitting here right now. This guy here is what I said was holding that. Right there. There was the truck. This comes from the same video. Same video. I'm going to crop in a little bit more that the most important piece, because this is what I've been showing that it's hanging in trees. It's hanging in all the trees that I show you guys. I'm like, there it is. This is what it is. This is what it's hanging from his butt. That. This, there's a gun, whatever that is. That, you guys, is the trophy. This is the trophy. That. That's the trophy that you find in the tree. So many times I'll show a tree and I'll be like, there it is. Well, that's what it is. That's what it looks like. And when they show it in a tree, wait, I actually have it in my presentation in the tree. Wait, let me grab it. Let's see. In this presentation, let me grab the tree. One of the samples I have, it's all the way up here. I don't know why. It's from SUMMERWELls' Vigil, because it's part of the presentation on page 100 and something. Let me grab the tree. I know it's in here. Come on. Yep, got it. So what you see in here, this here is SUMMERWELls' Vigil. And I'm always like, there it is. It's in the tree. See how these things are in the tree? There's hers. It's a head and it's all wrapped. It's all wrapped in the tree. These things get placed in the tree. See? All this stuff is in the tree. There's a lot of stuff in this one, but yeah, Wishin Farm is where I got lots of stuff. The farms, oh man. So this here is Summer Moon's. I believe that this is Kylie Rodney's, and I'm going to continue and show you why. But the tree, that's how I said Summer Moon at her vigil. This is actually at her vigil with the purple lights that was on Cracking Cases. She's wrapped in the tree. And that is how they came to showing her in purple. This one is the same thing they're showing here. That's Summer and Tim Mullins. She's in the tree. There's the shit is in the tree. So I've never wavered from it. Ever. because Summer Moon Wells and every one of these sacrifices, this is where they go. That's why Kylie Ronnie's covered in the mesh stuff. Same with Summer Moon. They wind up in the branches. They wind up in the leaves. Summer Moon told us the leaves. I have video recordings of it way before I would even bring up the leaves. She's the one who told us to watch out for the leaves. Summer Moon Wells is the one who told us. So this is what's in this photo. Along with lots of other stuff. There's a head. Let me show you. So they're holding all of the pieces that we call trophies to wherever they're going, wherever they're bringing this stuff. Let me redo the coloring. Let's see. It's very hard. Well, you could see it. I'll just brighten up one more time. Whatever is on the left-hand side is what I'm talking about. Not easy. It's not easy once I start fiddling with the color. So this is the outfit in which they wear. This photo that is saying subscribe to Ryan. If you look closely at the, oh, thank you. If you look closely at the overalls, it's the same overalls I just showed you with the same number 5. So that is my only question. If this is someone strolling, and this is someone strolling, because this is not Ryan, right? We could all agree this isn't Ryan. That looks like a girl. I feel female. I don't feel a male from this photo. I feel very feminine. I feel like this is very feminine. So maybe it's a man but wants to be a girl. Or a girl, a man that's, I don't know what. But it doesn't feel masculine to me. This one does. So you may see the same element. I hear and feel a different story. And that's how I do it. So my story that I would tell from these photos is that someone that's a Ryan Upchurch masculine man also shows is a female. Female feelings, female emotions. I get a very strong sense of feminine. So even though these are the same conversations, same element, this isn't the Ryan that I know. How about that? This is the Ryan that I know. But he does have this number 5 on. And those stitches. The stitches, you guys, are very important. Extremely important. Every little thing they put on here. Every little drawing. The B and the A that's stuck in here. Every little thing on these pieces of paper tell you the story of Summer Moon Wells. So the longer you decide to really look at a photo, the better you're going to understand it. And it says, supposed to say YouTube. Doesn't say YouTube, does it? Does that look like it says YouTube? It's weird. This is in a different language. You guys, what language is this? Yeah, this is a... What is this, you guys? Am I wrong? That doesn't say YouTube. Who is this? That doesn't say YouTube. P.S. I think that's a different language. That's not funny. Puyub. Puyub. It looks like an F-Y-A-L. It's a different language. No, it doesn't say YouTube. No, this does not say YouTube. I disagree. No way. I'll show you what YouTube looks like. Poof after. That does not say YouTube. Because those are 4 letters in the beginning. Check this out. This isn't you. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 letters. 1, 2, 3. And that's like a... This to me is P-S-A-L. Yeah. S-H-G. It's a different language. And that is on... This is important. To me, this would be an important piece of the puzzle for the authorities, because that picture is very clear, but it doesn't say YouTube. Like, this photo to me is SUMMERWELLS missing children. Well, YouTube isn't allowed in many. Isn't something that's like around the world. It's not allowed in most countries. Let's see, YouTube. Different language. Let's see. Go. Huh. Why isn't this working? Wait. I'm looking it up on my phone. Oh, duh. Let me turn this off. Let me see. Multi-language. Does YouTube in different languages? Okay. All right, here's what it says. I'm going to send the screenshot of the different languages or the different countries. All right, let me send this to my phone, my computer. All right, then I'll show you. Okay. So what I'm saying is, if I'm feeling that this is happening around the world, right? This SUMMERWELLS that happens around the world. So what I'm saying is, whatever language this is in is involved in what's going on here, right? So this is what YouTube looks like in different languages that it's available. I don't see it matches any of them. But I don't know. So that's really took me off in a different area, but still. So in that same video that has this information, and now we know different country information, shows these boots. What I need you guys to recognize is the boot to the left is a rounded boot. The boot to the right is a pointed boot. I also want you to see what is in the back of this room that looks just like a room from the Wells house. Shows the equipment that I have been collecting throughout Summer Moon and Michael Vaughn's case. And it's really stayed consistent. It's this. The chair. With the tarp. The maroon thing, whatever. Box. A ladder. But it's this chair that I show all the time. There's the L in the chair. Do you see this? This is what I said to you just the other day. I said, you guys, think logically. I said, they cannot be putting chairs like this in windows of the Idaho 4. I'm like, all of a sudden, a chair like that shows up in the Idaho 4 window. They're like, oh, what's a chair doing in the window? Really, you guys? The place has been looked at for how many days because they said it was a crime zone. And now you're saying who put the chair in the window? No one put a chair in their window. That's what it looks like. They are putting it in the photo because it's part of the deep fake. It's part of the story. That kind of a chair I just showed. I don't remember how I showed it. I'm like, they have to use this. They have to use this. Looking for it. So it's wait, can you guys hear me? Wait, can you guys hear me? I don't know what just happened. You guys have been able to hear me this whole time, right? Oh my God, I don't know what just happened. So this is Ryan Upchurch in the same video. Now, when I say Ryan Upchurch, again, I'm not talking about the Ryan we know. I am talking about the Ryan that's making me angry. I'm talking about the Ryan who is in this photo. So everyone who just came in, first of all, thumbs up. Do thumbs up, please. Whoever just came in, this is the Ryan I'm talking about. Oh, good. Thank you, Muffin. The stuff in his glasses back then, I kept in certain videos in these. Hi, Boston. And this was one of them. It's very important to notice what's in glasses when they show it so crystal clearly and they show it in a video that you find of interest that's going to tell the story. Wow. These do. What you see here also makes me so sad inside. And that's because the match scares me, I may say. Like, I'm actually fearful. I'm actually fearful and sad to think that maybe Ryan knows about this. I mean, I've been bringing this up since he made himself known. 6 months in, I remember the first time I listened to it, because everyone's like, reach out to him. 6 months into Summer Moon Wells missing, he came on. He's like, I can't believe this is happening in my backyard. I'm going to do whatever I need to do to help. And then it went into complete drama. It was very strange. I remember, like, what are you talking about? And then he just disappeared. It was, I listened to the videos in the beginning. I feel the feeling that I felt then, I feel right now, and that's why I guess I am intuitively uncomfortable with it. Just because I tell you what I see, sometimes I'm really uncomfortable with it, and this is one of those times. I get uncomfortable doing it with Benny because I feel bad. I'm really hoping that the Benny that I know is like an undercover agent and he's here to do good. That's my prayer, and that's what I hope for. And I do the same thing for Ryan Upchurch. Like, could this possibly be something that he knows is in his glasses or not? You know, like, this is serious stuff in the glasses. So that's why I always say to him, I'm showing real incredible information that really could help, find Summer Moon, and no one uses it. But then I feel sorry or bad. It's very, it goes against what most people do that I do. Like, I know that people, you shouldn't connect to it. Oh, you should, let it go. Don't worry about it. Snap your fingers and it's gone. Well, it's fucking not always gone. It's not. Like, I can't do that. That's not how I am created. Is to just disconnect. So to get back to what I'm trying to get through, on page 10 of 180, this is in Ryan Upchurch's glasses. Now, this is what I hate about it. I hate the fact that it matches what was in the picture when Don was talking about meeting his daughter in the resurrection. It was her in the basement with all the stuff behind her. And I know no one reaches out. It's crazy. And this here is Summer Moon Wells' last photo. And I always knew what was behind her told her story. I know that whatever's behind her are the critical trophies of Summer Moon. I know that. I saw them from the beginning. I kept this information. And I knew that when Don did his reading over this photo, blow it up, I'm like, I know what I see. And it's what's in his glasses. In here it's blue. Let me show you the stick. You brighten it up. Everything that's in Brian's glasses is in that photo, by the way. I'm just going to show you here. It actually is blue, which I didn't notice before. These are, wow, what a fucking match. Oh my. Look at this. Let me turn his glasses the other way. You guys, this is Summers. Oh my God. It has the blue bucket. Remember she said look for the blue box? This is what's with... Holy shit. You guys, it's a fucking match. I told you I felt bad. Holy shit. You guys, this is what I'm really good at. Like, I blow myself away. Oh my God, you would think it comes... So this is that one. You would think it comes from one photo. I'm staring in awe. Look. See those flying little things? Like, these are the same. Wow. And there's your B and your V. There's your B and your V and your L and the... Look at the buggy. See the buggy? This is what the sacrifices look like, you guys. This is Summer Moon's sacrifice. And that's Kylie Rodney's. Oh my goodness. Like, anyone who knows that I'm good at this will know that this is freaking insane. Seriously. This is one of those aha moments. Completely. Oh, here. So these are the cheers that come off the water that matched Ryan's. I almost said Brian again. This is what comes off the boats. So as I go into the boats, and I just showed you this. So this is what's in the photo with the guy wearing that stuff. So this is that. That is that. It's actually that perfectly. Look. This comes off the boats. This here came from the fishermen. This here is what's in Ryan Upchurch's photo. So again, when I'm talking about the Ryan Upchurch that has the different language underneath him, right? I'm talking about this one, wait. And I said that's all the stuff that they use as part of the sacrifice, part of the movement, going on the boat, off the boat, blah, 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 blah. This is the people on the boat. See all the stuff that comes off? It's in both photos. This is called just like all the trophies. This is what this is. This is what's in Ryan's photos. It's the same thing. I'm telling you, it's the same thing. It has all the same stuff. And that is the same stuff that you saw on Grandis's, in front of Grandis's RV, which, you know, Candace likes to call junk. It's exactly the opposite of junk. This is not junk. This is not junk. This is this. See? This is that too. It all comes together. It all winds up on the boat or off the boat. These are all the same pile of shit. All the shit in both photos are the same. Keep watching. So here's Benny's in that Stein video. I want to put this in here because I want you to know that these L's, I don't forget. If I bring it up one time, it's still part of the story, you know. Here is a photo of the glasses again during the same video. So in this same video, he shows the Toyota truck, the boxes, and someone in the back of the truck. So this is the same video, which now these were a while ago, you guys. These were like a long time ago. So now he's showing glasses with the red Toyota truck that we were looking for. Now, when I say this is the truck that they were looking for, whoever planted the information, I'm telling you this, in Ryan's glasses are the same people that decided to plant the information on social media. This is on his left. Half of it's an old truck, half of it's a new truck. This is what's in that frame. Make sense of this. Make sense of this. The guy that was holding the same little trophy that I said, oh, here's the guy with the Toyota truck. Everything is matching in those, so we matched with that and we were matching with the truck. The back of this truck is not the same truck as what's in the front. It never is. It's telling the story here, you guys. I want you to look at it before I speak over it. I want you guys to tell me. I'm taking a test, a quiz. You guys are. What else do you see in here that you saw in Brian Kohlberger's? Hint, hint. That I show you in all the cars that don't touch the ground. They're lifted. This is this is what Brian Kohlberger's car looked like sitting on his fake little whatever that is that looks like a V-bottom. Here, the bottom. The cars are always sitting on something like this. This thing here. This thing right here, that's in his sunglass. This is the sunglass. That's not the end of the sunglass. This is part of the photo. That's what Brian Kohlberger's car is sitting on. That's what the cars are sitting on under the bridge that I showed yesterday. It's a ramp. Brian Kohlberger's car sits on the same thing when they're like, oh, we spot his car. I didn't spot his car. Someone totally planted it there. And they used the same concept. This is what they used. A bridge. Fake bridge. So his car, and let me look, see if I could, sits on a ramp. Let's see, Brian Carr. They put his car on a ramp. Let's see. Oh. So check this out. This is Brian Kohlberger, who looks just like Kylie Rodney in here. Look at his face. That's what they did to Kylie Rodney's face. This is Brian Kohlberger driving his car. They did that. That's his father. Don't you think it's time that someone recognizes that he's being set up as the same thing that happened to Kylie Rodney? I started out with that photo of Kylie Rodney. Right? That's the photo I started with. I'm like, look at her. Same thing. They probably have the same symbols. Probably have the same lettering. Same thing. So, see how easily I get distracted? All right, let me find his car. Oh, and then the other day said, oh, there's another fingernail with polish on, and I showed you this guy under the bridge has it. Brian Kohlberger's father had it also. Well, every time I go past a photo that I want to show, that's Brian Kohlberger's father's hand. That hand matched the hand I showed you in this guy under the bridge. I probably am losing most everyone here. Is everyone following me? I can't, it's hard for me to recall everything that I'm saying, because every time something pops up in these photos, I keep wanting to show it to you. Right? So, I'm going to show you something. And I think I should put this photo, I'm going to put this photo on my desktop, because anyone who doesn't know me, I use photos almost like tarot cards, right? And as I start, and this is a new thing for me in the last year, not the whole time, I didn't do it this way, where I'll start going through photos, and then when I go to look for a photo, and I used to always say to you guys, I can't find the photo. Why is it that I can never find a photo when I go look for a photo? It's just like what happens. As soon as I say I'm going to look for a photo, it's like, they're like, no, you're not. I let myself pick the photo, just open up random, almost like my hands will move by spirit. And this is one of them that just came up, because I'm sure it's because of what I showed yesterday. But more importantly, a photo just opened itself up here as well. And it was this one. This is the photo that shows I don't know if there are remains there, trophies, in that garbage dump with the blanket. This was the one that was found in Tennessee, and Don and Candace, I don't know if they were going to give DNA just to remove themselves. But I want you guys, because the people here are starting to understand and see the important elements to notice in photos, because the people that are doing this tell story. They can't stop because they're egotistical people that are, all about themselves, very self-centered. They're sick people. And when I saw this, I'm like, this is a message. Like, I didn't see this summer. I saw this as a Summer Moonwell's missing child. And when you guys look at the photo, I don't know if you do see what I see. So this is going to be one of the times I'm going to ask you to put a 1 in as I completely go off of my script right now. These are the elements in which my eye brings me to. There's going to be a point to this. It brings me to that. That's one of them. That's right there. And this is an element. It's the number 5 with one of those little things under there. But this is an important element. The other important element that they're showing very loudly here. Oh, wow. This is how spirit works when I let it fly. I put a picture in this presentation just now. I put this photo in here of Summer. Wait a minute. Oh my God, you guys, I just got such a weird... You know what I'm hearing? That this is Summer. That this is Summer. This is a Summer Moonwell's missing child. You guys, I don't know what's happened with this case, but this is a Summer Moonwell's missing child. Oh my God, here it is. I put this in there today because I didn't want anyone to forget about the photos I got from Check It TV. This here reminds me to this, and I put it in here today. Oh, it is the same. That as well as, so for some reason, I'm not going to be able to get through my PDF. For some reason, Spirit is super strong, and I'm going to just have to let it speak. These are a match. What I see, which is in this presentation today, is this, and I'm just supposed to tell me, I'm supposed to know that this is this. It is what it is. It's a match. You're saying that, how did I get here? Shit. This is a Summer, here's what it is. This is a Summer Moonwell's missing child. And they know, the people who, they know it is, and we're not going to get the story. But I'm being told this was a warning. This was a warning. This was someone. I think the information that the authorities found is that the blanket wasn't as old as the child. And the only ones who will know that will be the law enforcement. The blanket they found was not as old as the child or the case. This was placed somewhere as a warning, as a message, and we'll never hear about it again. That's what Spirit tells me, you guys, because they're imploding. They are imploding. The kids are getting stronger. And kids are getting stronger. I do readings, and I'm giving readings over the photos. So I might say to you, look at that amazing cow. And you will be like, that's not a cow, that's a truck. I do see a truck when I'm just giving that as an example, right? That means that sometimes it has nothing to do with what you're looking at. I give the true reading over the photo. So if it's showing red and I say, I see a yellow truck, that means that there's a yellow truck involved. I don't know what this red truck is. And then sometimes I'll be like, oh my God, this is as good as you're going to get as far as a photo goes. That means that I just gave a photo that best represents what I see in my third eye. So I hope that helps you. Many times you may not see what I see. So but when I say something like over this thing, when I say something like, I see the elements, I see this as a match, it in time, it takes, sometimes people, it takes like your intuition grows while you're here, right? So in time, people will be able to see the images because there are elements that are hidden very deep within these photos. In order to see them, you almost have to allow your eye to go look at it, because that's not what your eye for your life has been trained to do. Your eye's been trained to go look at this doll's hair or the color pink and not look at the white, because I don't want you looking at the white, because then you'll look at what's inside the white and then notice that there are white designs in here and elements. They're white for a reason, because your eye's not going to naturally go see them, right? So I hope that helps, but it, for those that are new, it is difficult. They'll look at it and be like, and then I just don't want my people to mainly focus on the fact that they don't see it, because it has nothing to do with it. You're here to learn, listen and understand that there are elements that do show, which I call beneath the deep fake, because this group has to tell their story. And this group is the group that is behind doing whatever they're doing to these children. So I hope that helps. So that's a truck. This comes from the guy under the bridge. I've been showing you this stuff from Ryan Upchurch, but what my presentation, if I get through it, shows tonight is that there is a very strong message that comes across both of them, and they're saying the same thing. Like this. This information here that's in the gray and in the white and in the red is the same information that I'm showing you in his glasses. This here is showing the same stuff. Oops. 5 and the V are flying in the ear on Brian. Oh, God. I have to stop calling him Brian. In the same video, each one of these photos shows me information that I see within all of these cases. So I see each one of those on his face. Yeah, guess what soda can's in these videos? Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew, the same one that they use in SUMMERWELLS. So this one, I'm showing you guys this because this is the same information that I grabbed from the other guy's video as well. Because these faces all look the same. To me, they're the same person. So that's what his mouth looks like here. And the one to the left. This is what his mouth looks like within milliseconds of the frame. In the middle one. And then the end one, this is what's connected to his head. So when I see this stuff, it makes me take notice. And none of these are the Brian. Oh, I'm just going to call him Brian from now on. The Ryan that we know. Which brings me to information that is very sensitive. This is very sensitive, allegedly information. Everything I do and say here falls under Section 107. It's for entertainment, educational purposes. The video that I kept, that I keep talking about, the guy who's walking in his backyard. So let's go back a second. This guy, it's the same video. When I talk about Ryan, when I keep saying Brian, we're talking about this guy. This guy is the one that is strolling in the backyard. I don't understand why they show this one and the one that's in the hazmat suit. I have no idea. These to me are all the same. They're in the same video. I don't take that as Ryan. I take that as someone maybe called Brian. I don't know why I keep calling him Brian, but I do. And in this outfit. So these are the guys that I'm talking about. Okay? Because this is the video that it comes from. This video. The picture in the middle was something that Ryan posted. Can't find it anymore. It's not up there. Who's this belong to? I'm like, that we don't know. And then when we saw Kylie Rodney, I'm like, that's the same looking shirt to me. It's the same thing. And the only reason I took notice is because I already held on to this information because of all the other stuff it had in there, right? It had all of this in there, okay? Same video. Same video is where I got the photo to the right. The photo all the way to the right is the Brian or Ryan I'm talking about. It's all different, called deep fake. It's not like, oh my God, yeah, they turn into a different person. Oh my God, what is she smoking over there? It's called deep fake, guys. That's called deep fake. Okay? listen and watch. That same video that has this, I saved all the photos that were in the darkness. So anyone that doesn't know me very well and hasn't been here long enough, one of the things I love is I like taking pictures of the black screen because I know I see something, right? And then I kept them. I had this file on this video. I kept the video. I have it. And I had these pictures of these dark screens. So how I think it through is like, who the fuck would take pictures of a black screen? Why am I doing this? Well, I get so excited when I go over one because I brighten it up, and this is what it does. It actually does have something back there when you change the coloring. And what this whole video shows is the fucking sacrifice, I believe, of Kylie Rodney. It shows it. This is his video on his page. When you brighten it up, the little teeny pieces in silver must be so important because they're the same pictures that we have in this same video's glasses. These are the same images. This person's getting the tips of its fingers cut off, just to let you know. Tips of the fingers. That's what they're doing here. So the ones that are guilty and the ones that tune in just to see how good I am, you know I'm right. You know I'm right. Just admit it. I'll be like a really popular clairvoyant if you do. How about this? I'll give you parts of my proceeds. Because you fucking know I'm right. What I'm going to show you guys are in these goddamn fucking glasses. Same video. You brighten it up just a little bit, and you have the exact elements that are in that other video that I went over from BTK Murderer. It's all in the blackness. It's the same fucking information. It's the same. This is a sacrifice. This is Kylie Rodney's night of sacrifice. Why can't you just come forward and fucking tell someone? This matches, you guys, those little teeny fives. See them? This is what I showed you was hanging from the barns that matched Tim Mullen's barn. This is what's hanging. Come on. It is so time. I mean, someone at least say that the goddamn story's the same. This is what's hanging from Tim Mullen's clock that matches the barn from the murderer. This is what was hanging in this clock. That matched the murderer that was hanging, the same things hanging from the barn. Let's see something. So this photo, it told me, okay, so this is the photo that has the story of, okay, so this is how it works. Here comes another reading. Wow. When you're on, you're on. The reading it's got to do with timing. It's in here, they said this one. Wait, I'm going to give a reading. What I'm being told is this is the clock. Brian Upchurch, this is what they're showing. That this is the sacrifice. Oh, maybe it's on it. It's not a clock. It's this. Oh, you guys, you know how badly I want to know if I'm fucking right? You guys, seriously, you know how cool that would be if I am? That this clock is just representing this. This is a sacrifice. When the clock strikes a certain time, that's when they're getting sacrificed. This is not a fucking clock. This has nothing to do with the clock, you guys. Oh, I see it now. They're different. They're Tim Mullen faked this. Look at the clock. Look at the inside of the clock. Look at how they made the brick. This so clairvoyantly, spiritually. I'm doing a channeling for, hello. That it's not a clock. It's this. It's what I'm showing you right now. So this one is what I just picked up from my hundreds and thousands of photos, because it told me to get rid of the other one and put this up. It meaning my intuition. I'm not like sitting here having a conversation with someone else, you guys. That this is that. And this was Kylie Rodney's time. You guys, it all lines up. Moon, stars, blah, blah, blah. This is the sacrifice. And what they're telling me is the story. So here is the story. The story is that Tim Mullen set this shit up. Okay, so obviously everything is allegedly. Tim Mullen set this shit up. It's years worth of perfecting, you guys. This is the system that was created back with when I showed the video of Robert Vaughn. This was created, this is Earth, Moon, stars, done by the stars, just it's done, there's a time for this. And it's not a clock like that. This is what it looks like. It's more barbaric. And the story that we're being told here is the story of SUMMERWELLS, but it does not happen by a clock. It happens by the clock, meaning the time and the stars and stuff have something to do with it. Yeah, astrology. And Ryan Upchurch's information that I'm showing now is the story of the Kylie Rodney story. This one is. This one is Kylie Rodney's story. And the story that I see in Tim, so what it's saying is the story that I see in Tim Mullen's video, this is happening here. It's not happening in the by the clock in the. It's just telling me the story that now I know it happens to be timed out, right? That's why there was a whatever happened. There was something that happened. Something happened that went wrong with SUMMERWELLS. Timing, you guys. It was timing. Remember I said something went wrong and they had to fight over it. It was actually more about the timing. Someone fucked up with the count and the timing. Yep, someone messed up. Someone messed up. Tim Mullen was trying to explain it to them. It was someone messed up. Candace messed up. Candace messed the time up. And these have to be timed out perfectly. They couldn't do it. This is a channeling. They couldn't do it when they were supposed to because Candace messed up. This is Kylie's. Kylie's was perfectly executed. Summer's was not. So they had to pray and pray and pray that she'd be okay in the resurrection because they fucked up. That's why they all had to come together and do their thing. And don't worry, she's going to go home. Candace, don't worry, she'll make it there. She'll make it there. What if she doesn't? We fucked up. We fucked up the timing. So they had to create a story that worked in both worlds. But what they did, this is what they did. I gave a channel about what Summer said you better stop it. Like I think they imploded it. Like they created that implosion that I talked about on the other side with the children. By the children, they're like, you can't, you're done. Their message is, yeah, you are done. Like that, I guess that's where it came from. More that they're saying you actually did mess it up. And the message is you actually messed it up. Big time. That's what they were looking for, you guys. They were looking to bring her home because they needed themselves. They needed to know that it like worked over there or something. It didn't, is what I'm saying. It didn't work. So, yeah, you guys, that's what they wanted, that message. Like, Don did very much so. And I think they were more sad. And they were praying that she'd come home, not here physically. Not here physically, but so the message, I'm going to keep repeating this, is didn't work. Like, you fucked up. You imploded us. And you just need to stop because you're just going to get in a worse place because they're done over there. They gathered, they became stronger, and they're way stronger than you guys. They're like holding strong. in the messages. You fucked up, fuckers. Like, yeah, you fucked up. So stop asking for messages. Stop asking for approval, or it's okay. You're not going to get it. You're just not going to get it. You're not going to get Summer Moon Wells's it's okay that that happened. It's not okay because they're kind of done with it. They've moved on. And you will not see them. I don't know who them is. You won't see them. You won't. You will not be seeing them. So there's more than just one. And all that just came from this. Hilarious. If I'm going to keep doing this, I'm never going to get through this. Wait. Okay. 19. This is from the same video that we have the matching plaid jacket. So what I'm showing you here is the little plaid matching jacket to Kylie Rodney's is in this video, and it's playing in this, it's in the same video as these symbols. So that plaid shirt is with these symbols. Okay, so as they're playing this shit in the background, all the symbols, it's laying right there. That's the sweatshirt. That actually is the photo from Ryan Upchurch's backyard that is in this video. You get closer to this photo, those are the boots. The boots are in there. This is the photo from Ryan's video, 2 minutes and 40 seconds in, right? This is a close-up to the edge of this jacket. If you guys logically put everything together, logically, it's all here, logically. Everything is showing here, but no one's putting shit together, right? This was Kylie Rodney, for those who don't know what I'm talking about. This was a photo that was posted. And what I am telling you right now is that this is the story of Kylie Rodney. That the story that they're telling in the background is the sacrifice of Kylie. The picture that was posted of her in the back seat, stuff like this, when it doesn't get shown on like big time media, you know that something's wrong with this. So Kylie, if you cut it to the top, there's a little box there, and she's in a maroon frame. The maroon frame is sitting right between the inside of this car. Do you see how her shirt doesn't make any sense. It's straight because it's a number 5 box. That here, you guys, has been messed with. This is what I call deep fake, because you could see that it was copy and pasted next to each other. But what's consistent is this photo that came from social media was tampered with. No matter what and who tampered with what, the elements, I'm going somewhere with this, the elements stay the same. The information that they're showing on Kylie Rodney to the left is the same information that is being told on the right. I could bet right now that this here that's hanging out of her shirt, we brighten it up, would match the hay stuff coming out of her hair in Ryan Upchurch's video. That's her shirt, and this is what's coming out of the shirt. What you see here are the elements of Kylie Rodney. When you look at the elements and you don't get caught up in what they created around it, we will find these missing bodies. We will get the story, because each of these channels are telling it. This is the same information. This is the same that was in his hair. Look at all these critters. Now, let me give you a closer look to the other part of this photo, right? Which will be the easier element for you guys to recognize, because it's white, and it's usually white every time. Okay. This is Kylie Rodney's, like, and how the Paw Patrol is Summers. This is Kylie Rodney in spirit. This is Kylie Rodney's symbol, element. Goes this way, wait. It perks. This is what Kylie Rodney looked like. So you know how we have ones of Summer? This is how they made her look. This way. There's that little stick thing, and she's in her buggy. Number 5. The green face. So, if the authorities could figure out how to read these elements, they'd see that it's all the fucking same. Because it needs to be told. They're telling the story. Here, Kylie Rodney was with the baby. It's telling you that right there. That's what it's telling me. So it shows certain information so I could tell you guys a story. I don't know how I came about with this thing that I do, but I did. And it does something and it shows the story. This is Kylie Rodney's baby. I am telling you, she had a baby. A little embryo. It's right here. Because this is Kylie Rodney. You see? This is the boat. This is the 5. Kylie Rodney had some sort of an embryo baby with her. Or the baby also had a baby. There was a baby. And they didn't tell us about it. We won't know about it. It was wrapped up in like a backpack. Right here. Let me make that bigger. So Kylie was pregnant. This child went with her. There's your green face. It was about the child. Her sacrifice had a lot to do about this child. This was a big reason why. You guys, Kylie Rodney was pregnant. What happened to her is this was the reason why. This was the reason why she was the chosen one. I don't know if there's 1, 2, or 3 Kylies. I have to be honest, you guys. I'm trying to clarify something. Like, I don't know if this was her first or second child. I don't know if there's 2 Kylie Rodney babies, or the baby of Kylie Rodney had a baby. So I have to put that out there as well. There's babies, and this is the reason why. That's what I got. Yep. So if you look, the picture to the right this is when I use that word. The picture to your right is the best image, to my abilities that you're going to ever see. So what you see here, as far as Kylie Rodney's shirt, that's the best image we're ever going to get of this area. This is sacrificial area. I'm told that this is high energy, like this is sacred area. Whatever her shirt is on is the closest thing that we're going to get to seeing this area ever. Let's yeah, this is being buried. This is going down into the ground, you guys. Whatever is in here, what's about to show through here, is going in the ground. This shirt is the representation of Kylie. So what I see is it's going into the ground. And that what we're looking at is the closest we will ever see to this sacrificial moment. This was a sacrificial moment. And if anyone gives a shit about Kylie Rodney, this is hers. And that's why my dogs are going crazy. You hear that? This is a sacrificial moment. I almost feel like playing music. You guys, I giggle when I get nervous. Not nervous, like when I feel like very high energy, like excited nervous, like something's gonna happen, like someone's gonna like go boo. You guys, this is all the real shit in here. And anyway, if anyone knows that I am right, you're probably saying, "Are you fucking kidding me right now?" You're looking at this like, how the fuck did someone put this in there? Well, they did. You guys, that is really like what these look like. So what's showing on the shirt, this is Kylie. So you know how we saw Paw Patrols for summer? And there is the heart. I want to give you a close up of that. Wait. This area here, like I showed you this before, this is what's in her hair. And there's your heart on the white and in silver. See that, you guys? This is a sacrifice, like big time sacrifice. Oh, I really wish I knew one of these guys so they could tell me everything, because this is, let me show you. Let me get it brighter, but take this shirt out. And I want you to be able to see the guy's boots. Here's a great photo. Here, I cropped it and I put the boots in. This is so Kylie Rodney. See how that guy's boots are like that? Remember how I said, I showed you guys a picture and I'm like, that's Summer on the boat. Look how that guy's like straddling over her with those boots. That is what it looked. This is how it looks when he's straddling over the one with the boots on, with over the girl with her head in the fucking paint box. Wow. Well, that is, so somehow whatever is to the left, whatever that white thing, if this is a match, that white thing to the left, I would think would need to be matched up to the right. You know, the piece that I said, like next to her chin, but the brightness is so bright. Wait, let me bring it down. I'm going to change the color a little, you guys. Oh, big difference. Now it looks like a, yeah, it looks like a rabbit. Donkey? Oh, it goes all the way. Okay, it matches. It's in, remember I said I bet all of the pieces, the sacrificial pieces are in those here's on the bottom. That's the 5 that's going to match. Wait, contrast. Right, I'm trying to change it where I could see. Okay, here we go. So I changed the coloring a little. So this is, I keep wanting to say Brian, and this is from social media, right? So it's that 5 on the bottom that would match here, because these are like all of her trophies that go with. Maybe they went with the t-shirt. So this here, right? So this here is what's coming out of Ryan Upchurch, this shirt. And social medias, my goodness, come on. Oh shit, I'm like, where is it? One second. Wait, let me close this. I have to close it and open it up again. Social medias is the white one, so one sec. One second. Okay. All right, let me get the white 5. Okay, here it is. All right, and then I'll show you the 5, but let me get it in this little photo here. So the one that says sleepy, and they show her in the back seat of a car. The part that's important that she has as far as trophy is this part that's on her face. So this part. And what I'm saying is those 5s are these 5s right here. So this would go like that. Watch. See this. Let me get even smaller. Copy. Okay. So this. So this would be this, which it is, see? See how that it completely matches up? So What I'm telling you is we're looking at Kylie Rodney's sacrifice. So here are the 5s, now that I have them lined up. Here they are. They go this way, and then there's like a silver thing, and then all this other stuff around, and then there's a point. So it goes this way. It matches up. And it matches the story, because the story is being told. So you have the big story, and then it goes smaller and smaller, and then it puts all the little teeny critters in the grass, in the leaves, just like they tell the story in the leaves, and it keeps going and going and going. That's how I see it. So this here is Brian Upchurch's, and this is what social media said what she looked like. So is this the whole picture? 24. Yeah. So this was telling the story of Kylie Rodney's sacrifice. And then when you look down the smallest little windows, it gives you matching information. This here, why did I put it there? Why did I have that picture there? Wait, 24. Wait a minute, I have to see why that's there. Okay, I have it in 28. I don't know why, but it's 28. So whatever is above 243, that photo I'm going to show you in a minute. But this to me would be Kylie Rodney's sacrifice. And her shirt and the whole shebang. These are the photos that are behind the shirt. These photos are in the blackness of what's behind the shirt, you guys. The shirt is in the video with this, so it's showing the shirt and what's in all the way in the back that I took pictures, remember, going back to the original story here, of the blackness. And these are the pictures that are in the back of where the shirt is. It's a sacrifice. This here, elements that I have been showing. Green face on some bride. All of this. That's the number 5. So what you see here, just to let you know how fucking crazy this is, that number 5 is here in the water. Just so you know, when I say, oh, that number 5 contrast, I'm going to contrast it a little. Okay. So this is the water, same video. Just telling a different part of the story. So here, how I always see the elements, there's the number 5 thing, just like you see right here. The number 5 with the dot. You guys see it? And then here's the number 5. And this matches it. And there's another one on top coming. There's the green face. It's like the frog. And then as we sit and stare at this thing, it's programmed this way. It just shows a story. So all of this is showing in the same video. Wait, that number 5. Bring it up already? Oh, it's coming. Oh, it's coming up in like a minute or two. So this is all the same. All shows up. This is what's in the video still. These are in the smallest of the darkness. It's telling the story of the boxes. And so this is behind. Same video. This is what is in the video that is showing the shirt. Okay. As it's showing the shirt, it's telling the same story. Same story as I've been telling you. It's telling the same story as all of Sacrifices. Talking in half-ass photos, half-ass words. So now I don't know who this is in the video because it doesn't feel like a man, and it's not the Ryan Upchurch we know, but this is a very strange photo. But I'm showing this to you because it's important for me to get out there. More photos of what's going on in the blackness behind the shirt. Let me brighten one of these up because I'm not sure how clearly you see it. So wait. Brighten this up. These are called critters. And these critters show up and they all match. Little teeny 5s. Those are the little teeny 5s, you guys, that hang off of BTK Killer. That has those drawings that no one can understand. No one understands it. But we've been looking at this for 2.5 years. 2.5 years. And then all of a sudden, a serial killer gives his information and still no one wants to look at it. All these drawings. Here, let me pop it up. Here it is. These drawings I showed. They have all that. What's hanging from the barn were those little 5s. Same thing. Look at this. And I mean, there's a lot more too. There's other things in this whole fucking thing. You can watch the video. Here, so here's the 5 here. And these are hanging like same thing. Same fucking thing. Like, what's the difference? There isn't. There isn't. No one cares. No one cares. This is also in the video. This is sacrifice. This is the sacrifice. These are all the pieces of equipment. And it's in the video. I'm bringing this one back in Xanamaze because I brightened it up. I want to show you that what's in Xanamaze matches all of this information. And I want to also point out that Xaname was on live panel with Ryan doing this. Ryan was on a panel with her. So this was the same night. Like, it was the same people. The guy that's under the bridge, now that I went over that whole chunk, I'm going to show you how that was mostly on Ryan, Brian, whatever it is. Now I'm going to show you how the guy's video from 4 months ago holds this information, the guy from under the bridge. Okay, so I need you to notice consistency in the story, which is called SUMMERWELLS Missing Children. The information and the details and the elements all match. They all match as if I could take the same person that was plopped in Ryan's into this video as the same person. This is where I see a lot of the same faces. Now understand, I'm not talking about the Ryan we know. I showed you the fake deep fakes, and that's who we're talking about. So please don't misunderstand it. The guy under the bridge here gives insane information. This is all from one storyboard. Oh yeah, we need 51 more thumbs up. Notice his hands here. Notice what's going on. He is under the bridge telling SUMMERWELLS' story. I bring in Ryan Upchurch's because, again, his are one of the best. The first time I saw a hand like this with the number 5 on it was during Ryan's video on the house construction. Now, the construction of the house, that whole thing, I have that whole video. Their hands here are being dubbed by the same person. We don't know who it is, right? But whoever it is the same person. So whoever's playing this sick-ass joke, it's the same person. The guy under the bridge, this one video that I'm showing this information from, if the authorities care to go get it, is filled with factual information that comes from the video. Now, obviously we don't know if it's factual because we don't know what was deep faked. But you should go into the video and look at not these elements. These elements aren't going to find a child, right? I mean, these elements are, but you got to know, as far as the law enforcement, know where to go. This video will give a lot of that information. But these pieces are the same as Ryan Upchurch's. The information that needs to go to the authorities is that you need to find a place that holds the rocks, that could hold the rocks, the water, the bridge. The photos here, you guys, are concerning, right? The photo to the right is from the guy under the bridge. That could, to me, possibly be the sheath to Brian Kohlberger's murderers. Because they show a knife with it, but this here is telling a story, and it's telling the same thing as what was left at Brian Kohlberger's location. Like this is a symbol. They left it there because that's what they do. And the video to the left, I think, is a very, very close to the truth photo that you're going to get. With those 3 prongs on the finger and what's laying on the ground. These are very sensitive pictures. This is what I'm talking about. It's the tip that's so telling. Your eyes will bring you to different elements that are in here. But this is an important picture, I would think, for the law enforcement to figure out where's that sheath. Like, I would want to see it. I would want it if I was law enforcement. This guy has the L on his finger. He has the maroon thing on between. This is an element right here, the maroon piece between the finger and the sheath, which you wouldn't notice unless I pointed it out. Look between the finger these things in here don't exist unless someone puts it in here. Like, this isn't a normal thing that would be between. This is like represents the maroon seat. See these? Maroon, white, and then it's just like I see the story. Interesting. Yeah, this sheath. Look, this is what's in his hand. See that girl's head, the symbol in white? That's what the hand looks like. This is the hidden message. That right there on the bottom where the numbers go across, that's a solid element that I have. It shows up on the boat. This shows up on the boat. That white thing, wait. That white one, the white thing on the bottom. That's a girl with her head up. You guys, and that's with the sheath. This is a very important element. The guy under the bridge, I'm going to be bringing you through the process of what's going on under there. But I think what I'm going to do is call that part 2. Yeah, let me look. I'm going to do that as part 2. Part 2, you guys, you can't miss. I'm going to stop it here and mark this as part 1. But then you're going to have to come back and watch part 2 with me because it's insane. That's all I could tell you is it's insane. Yeah. on that note, I'm going to leave it here. This is something not to miss. This next one, you guys. It's going to give information of where these trophies go and what they do with these kids and where they place them. All right, I'm going to call it quits for right now. You guys, thank you. So, Muffin Top, thank you. Thank you to everyone who came on in. Thank you. And I'm going to request one thing. A thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Come a member. All right. Have a wonderful Sunday night, you guys. Thank you. Watch for part 2. I'm shot. I'm like done. Energy's gone. So that's when I had to stop it. And this is a great way to stop it right here. It was a lot of channeling. All right, you guys. Thank you. God bless you. And I'll see you maybe later tonight. Bye, folks.